going on, guys? This is Sidewalk Painter from BDG. Today we're going balls deep into Brink weapons. There are 25 weapons broken down into 8 categories. Here's a table of contents if you'd like to skip to a specific point in the video. There are 5 handguns, 3 pistols, 1 revolver, and 1 machine pistol. A general rule for handguns is to never engage an enemy at long range, as well as using an effective fire rate by hip firing instead of ADS. When using a handgun, you gain the ability of using a knife instead of the butt of your weapon. Each swing from a knife just under half a medium's health, so it's best to use your knife after some damage has already been dealt to your enemy. There are 5 SMGs, all of which are fully automatic. SMGs are best suited for medium to close range, so as a primary, they are best used by the light body type. The decision between hipfire and ADS should be decided by the distance to your target. Hipfire when your reticle is about the size of the enemy, and ADS in most other situations. There are 2 light rifles, the bolt-action Barnett and the semi-auto Drognob. The Drognob works well in combat and at a vantage point, but the Barnett is best used when far removed from the fight with a proper scope to match. When using the Barnett or any other rifle with a scope, try using a light body type and climbing to a vantage point like this one in Container City. If you're an engineer and you have time, give yourself a damage boost and set up a turret near the choke point you're covering. And if you don't have a damage boost, try shooting each person once with your Barnett and finishing them with your sidearm. You might get some hate mail for this tactic, but that probably means you're winning. There are 5 assault rifles, 3 automatic, 1 semi-automatic, and 1 burst fire. The automatic with the most power per bullet is the Ret, but that doesn't mean it's the best. In the end, each rifle has its own strengths and weaknesses, so finding the one that you're most comfortable with is the best thing to do. When using assault rifles, the maximum fire rate isn't always the best. The closer you are to your target, the higher your rate of fire. To increase accuracy, ADS, crouching, and standing still help, as well as avoiding using attachments like extended mags and underslung grenade launchers. There are 2 shotguns, for the medium, the Mossington, and for the heavy, the Hammer Dime, or rather the Hammer Time. The Mossington is pump action, while the Hammer Time can fire 2 rounds consecutively from its 8-round clip. Shotguns have high damage at close range, so it's best to use them in close areas like corridors and hallways. Sneaking up and surprising your enemy is the best way to use each shotgun. There are 2 launchers, the Lobster for the medium, and the Easy Nade, or rather EZ Nade to us Canadians, for the heavy. Neither have very many projectiles, so place your shots carefully, and as the ammunition guy from GTA San Andreas would say,
works well in a crowded area.
The recommended class for both launchers is the Soldier for its supply of ammo. There are 3 machine guns, all of which require the heavy body type to use. The Maximus is the highest damage per bullet and the lowest rate of fire, but its accuracy is entirely up to how good the player is with it. While the Chinser and the Gatling gun have a limited accuracy. Using the Chinser and the Gatling gun in more defensive situations will increase their effectiveness, as well as combining either with an additional turret Gatling gun. And finally, to the last category that has but 1 weapon, the Triple M, or Meaty Mounted Machine Gun. The mounted machine gun is important in defensive situations or choke points. Control your fire to avoid inaccuracy, and never fire for more than 10 seconds at a time or you will overheat the gun. Well, that's it for Brink weapons. Feel free to rate, comment, and subscribe for more videos. If you have questions or suggestions for your future video, you can email ballsdeepgaming, don't forget the S, at hotmail.ca.